I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Whoa! I don't even know what that's from. It's too vague. Next up, more Jill going underground university. The university of everyone forced to retreat under the earth like the mole people. Yeah, that's the way. Jill drifts into the demonic maze. Ow! Sounds absolutely demonic. I bet there's demons in it. Here's something you didn't see before. Bouncing balls. And they hurt my face. They hurt a lot of my face. And I'm facing off. Going down to this place. It's another school. Demon's Hideout, in case you were wondering. They placed a sign for your convenience to let you know that's where we live. Right over here. Satan sends his regards. So does Agamemnon and some other ones I'm not remembering. Beelzebub, Lucifer, the devil, etc. So much lava. That's to be expected. We're under the mantle by this point. Shit's hot. Yeah, don't try going living underground unless you think, yeah, like, at a certain point, if you go too underground, it's gonna get too hot. And, well, yeah, try to weather that. Yeah, right, man. Man. Take this. Blah, my knife, your face. What's the difference? About 350 grams of blood. Okay, gotta grab that. Can't believe I dare to run out of stuff again. Oh, I run that risk all the time. It's just a matter of how I play it off. With the vines and the ants commingling together at last. A peas in a pod built with feathers inside birds, like any good combination of two friends whose noses you can pick out from a crowd. I never said anything about boogers. I said choice. You chose to perceive that as boogers. That's your prerogative. Even though that's a disgusting term. You know, a derogatory prerogative, that is. Haha. Maze! Okay, thanks. I thought I was in the maze already, but this is even more maze. Actually, this is possibly the most okay maze. This might be the best maze in the game, which is, you know, hard to say because there's only so much maze. Like, the entire planet's a maze if you think about it for more longer than you need to. It's all about how it's designed intentionally and how much of it is cramped and how claustrophobic you are. By the way, there's a key hidden in here. I just wanted you to know that. This is a hard maze! Oh my god, could you imagine if someone put comments in my platformer levels, like in Mario Maker, and then someone would have to moderate those? Oh dear. I believe I cannot do that. It is such a silly place. Honestly, like, I'm glad they have Super World, but like, there really needs to be like a quality thing in there, because even like the most highly voted Mario Maker levels are not really something I consider to be Mario levels. Who's to say when I climb the things and that Rogue M is back? This and mine. Marching ants go one by one. Hurrah! Hurrah! 666. Oh no! This is the demonic maze. Ah! Alrighty. Dun, dun, dun. Get that apple. Eat it in your face. That is the place where you want to go. That is the way of the world. Going up to 4 and 6. Going to 3 and back to 2. I still didn't find the key. Flag was still worth 6 points. Unless you touched it already, in which case... I wish the flag would just, like, stop moving after I got the points to signify that I touched it already. I don't like having to double-check the flags for cooties. Why are you even touching the flags in the first place? I don't know. Look, it makes numbers go up. Numbers make me happy. Alright? I know they're just numbers, but they're so meaningful. The more of them there are, the more incremental it gets. Yep. The only incremental game I have or would want to play right now is the physical one I use to count coins. Just push it with your hand, you go and keep pressing it until you win, which is when you've broken it. You absolute buffoon. Who knows where we can get a place? I can't jump on the M. There's no room. It's time to get lost, gentlemen. At this point, I had a map up. Yeah. That's a good thing about DOS game levels, is that they tend to be big old squares, so I can actually study the map constantly. This was true while I was playing Commander Keen also, and could still be true, because Commander Keen's modding community is such that I can pretty much see their level database. And, you know, see each level in a screenshot, so it becomes very convenient for me. The Commander Keen community needs more love. You know, they're kind of like... I don't know. They're like how I think of Suburbia. Just a place about a game about the number 10. This is what we all want. This place that I put in my pocket when I go. Number 12. Number 13. There goes my luck. There's balls in the walls. I don't know what that's doing in the background, but let's assume it's burning, but you can actually touch, like, if you encounter it, you can touch it. It's not really an obstacle. It misleads me, though. It thinks to me that I'm dangerous, and I'm dangerous to what it thinks of me. Just go high enough yet? Also, did you know when I throw when I use a weapon, it comes out of my inventory until it goes back to me? So I can just reset the order so that the keys always go before the weapons, if I so desire. Or if I so, you know, do that. Not without meaning to, but for the purpose of keeping myself alive. That's all the keys you got. You found the keys. Alright, okay, gems are still a thing. How's that gonna work? Hey. Well, that's about roughly it. But that's not it for me. The bonus level! Hey, we have a bonus level, but it's just part of the level lineup. It does mean there's no enemies though, so no risk of dying. So I'll tell you what, I'll do the whole thing, or how I described it in the whole thing. Which is just getting all the apples and stuff, that's it. Not that bad, it's just if you slip, then, well, you know, it's gonna take you time to get back up, so that's why I'm saving. Just to save time. Mine and yours. It's pretty seamless. So I just continue to do it. Hope I can be that seamless when I'm playing Commander Keen. So I know someone did not like my playthrough. Actually, no, was that me? Or was that someone? Someone didn't like my playthrough of Biomenace or Commander Keen or something, and they're like, hey, are you cheating? And I'm like, I don't know. I want to do Biomenace on this channel, guys. I really do. I'm just not good enough at video games. Because, yeah, that was a pretty hard one. Apples that you put in the feet of your best friend's track meet. When you're running away from me because I'm coming to get you. Check you betcha. Check that. Check your headspace, your maximum headroom. Full name Maximus Headroomius. Headroom. Clearly, there must be something at the end of this rainbow. And it's another, oh my gosh, epic sign. How narcissistic. The land of eternal weirdness. This means we've given up on themes. So, your interpretation is up to you. I'd love to hear your interpretation of this level, though. Remember, winners don't lose frogs! Sponsored by the Frog Bureau of Investigations. Yeah. Froggy? You're the FBI! Here's another reason I save. My weapon is unreachable. Ah! The land of eternity. You know, for most of all these things are descriptors, but who had time to pull it in and be like, you know what I call this? Eternal weirdness. It's like, did you enjoy? Actually, if you're looking at the background right now, these are actually pieces they use to make the sunset, and they're misaligned purposely to make this effect, or whatever. Creative, yes, but abstract. This entire game is an abstract painting. Who am I kidding? Now you see signs of it being more coherent right here. And whatever this background is, it just looks like Mario 3 curtains. And this apple? How come all the apples I find are partially eaten? Are there going to be worms in there? Apparently they're still fresh because the insides are white instead of yellow, so... Oh great, now the game wants to advertise Sprint Mobile. I see how it is. I see how it is! The way of the world is wondrous. The wonders of the world is wayward. And wayward. And wayward. And wayward. Wayward. I forget, do I want to make them all... Okay, no. I'm not sure which is on and which is off, but this is the state in which I need them. There we go. The frog will never know... How does the frog detect my presence, knowing that it exists outside of the space? It just knows. It sees through walls. The frog has developed X-ray vision from the madness of being within the land of eternal weirdness. I don't even know what the background is, but it looks like Vaporwave. And now this background is just a piece of tree. Tree ground. Hey, remember when I played the third episode of Duke Nukem 1? And that had a level that was just all green for whatever goddamn reason? Yeah, I still don't know enough of that. It was the only level really out of place. Never did figure that one out. I guess in the future just have green rooms as opposed to red rooms because they're colorblind. Hey, have you tried flying up? Zoot. Now that I know it's a phoenix, looking at the symbol of which one turns into a phoenix actually makes more sense. It's not some weird, like, Greek omega anchor. It's just like a symbol of a flaming bird. It really is. If you just look closely and find out that you too can freeze a phoenix in place. That's right, if the phoenix is immortal, just keep it in place inside the wall forever. And it must... It is a phoenix, for it must scream. A sticky situation! Alright. This will be the last one we do for this video. The rest will be the rest. What we have to do is keep jumping until we have all the power to jump up to the vines. We're gonna This is probably the level with the most up arrows in it, and we're gonna end up jumping like crazy. Unfortunately, there's not much to go by in the background, so I have to really think on my feet here. If only I could do the Mario and land on the enemies, but no, it will not work that way. Oh yeah, there's no jabs at other game characters anymore. That's just old hat. Then we climb up all the vines and grab all the keys that we can find, and there's gonna be a huge row of freaking Phoenicises. Phoenician Phoenicises from the feces of my theses. Pieces. Wow, so exciting. It's a stampede. Or a flock. Yo, are there plural collective nouns for, you know, fictional creatures or cryptids? Like how there's like a murder of crows. What would it be of dragons? Like, it wouldn't be a den of dragons or a horde of dragons, right? Asking for someone. They'll probably be important in tabletop circles, so you know. And you insquirt, and you found them. Yes, I did. I found them with the keys that I built into my back. I built into my back an airplane. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie, that guy who did the airplane movie. See you around.